Well, let's start with that last point, because I can make 10% commission on every health insurance that that somebody buys off the back of this data. So, what makes you claim that this is unethical?
Well, don't you find selling the actual pictures unethical? I mean, there will be probably people standing.
But I want to make money for the company, so why is that unethical?
Well, sorry?
So I want to make money for my company, so why are you saying that this is unethical?
Yeah, of course, but you need to think about the long-term perspective. So you're going to start selling all this information about all these clients, but a few months later, they'll find that all their information is all around the internet, possibly, and that won't look good. You will probably find that all your clients will start. You will start losing your clients.
What if it's sold secretly and they don't know that it's sold?
Well, you can't.
So is that okay? Is that ethical?
Well, you can't do that. You have to let them know that you are actually selling. You are going to sell that information, and what sort of information as well. So, yeah, no, you don't want to do that at all.
Okay, so if I put it in my small print, that's okay.
It's okay, but it might not be ethical. It depends on where your small print is displayed and where you can find it, if it's easily found by the user. If it's 10 pages within your terms and conditions, I would find it highly unethical.
Wait, that's fine. Well, thanks a lot as a group, because one of the reasons we pulled you in was to really evaluate whether or not we want to make an investment in this particular website. It's going to take us quite a lot of effort to pull together and devise this website to be effective and to be a world leader. And obviously part of my business case is being able to resell some of that. But as well as that, I'm very keen on being able to ensure that what we do spend is protected. So if we can just come back to the question around protection of the intellectual property. And so what advice do you actually have for us to ensure that we protect our intellectual property in the best possible way? So I hear what you're saying about the mechanisms, but what do you think we should do as a company?
Well, my advice is to make sure, if you're going to reuse something that's already there, make sure you have rights for it. So if something is copyrighted, maybe you want to use some kind of pictures that are already there. Maybe someone has those pictures and you don't want to spend your resources on this. You want to fasten up your project? Okay, that's fine. Just ask for you can buy them, as long as it's ethical. And if you will make agreement with the company that's already holding those data, you can use them and you can speed up. And of course, if you develop something on your own, make sure that it's registered. If it's designed, it's registered, and it's copyrighted automatically. But you need to make sure that it's original, and then you can prove it as well.
Okay.
So this would be my.
So how would I prove it?
You can keep, for example, in database, you can keep records of who recorded what kind of data, when it was recorded. You can make several backups, and you can maybe it could be same kind of people all the time. You keep track of their names, so you know exactly who created those data, and this kind of things you can use as a proof.
Okay, and I suppose similarly on the security side, what do you think the key issues are for us? I mean, every company has problems with virus and things, but here we're talking about a website, and what do you think the key security issues might be for us in terms of ensuring that the website itself is secure and protected? Or the data that we collect from these clients, making sure that that's secure. What do you think the key issues might be?
Well, in my opinion, when the data is collected, we'll store them on a secure server, then protect that server from others to gain access to it. Changing password, frequently.
Because going back to the point about unethical, we hear about fairly public sites getting hacked and their data clients' data being made publicly available. So whether or not I like it, some other company or some other group might well do that for me. They might well put it up on the internet, all these pictures of my clients. That wouldn't be very good for me. So you've got any suggestions as to what I should be doing?
Well,
You want to help you out? As a group?
Well, obviously you need to make your website secure and not vulnerable against various hacker attacks. So, as I may mention SQL injection, for example, but I'm not sure if this tells you anything as a business, as our business client. But this is an issue of IT development engineers, which will, in case they have a good name, they will surely take care of that. The other issues are things that you can't control. For example, attacks caused by multiple malicious users accessing your website and taking your server down. But this doesn't really answer your questions regarding stealing information.
Well, I guess there are probably a number of areas of concern that we've been talking about internally. One is the website being taken down, so it's not actually being, it's not valuable economically, business-wise, but also the information that's been stored on there or on the background database being hacked and being made available to someone else. So, or indeed our designs. We've got all of our clothes designs and forthcoming designs going to be published on this website. So that is very sort of critical for us as a business to make sure that's not made available to competitors. So it's those sort of things really that we're interested in making sure we protect. So
yes, data is very valuable, and it could take another hour to speak about the security and how secure the data is in the cloud. Actually, lots of smaller companies want to make sure that their data is stored securely on their own servers located in their own companies, so that it is very valuable piece. Piece of data is very valuable thing. So
Just one advice I would have, maybe lots of backup, and something popular is making a kind of fake database easily accessed by hackers, which just traps the hackers in, because they gain access really easily, and then you can just track them down. You can find out where they're coming from with a bit of luck. And lots of backup, lots of backup. So if your website goes down, you can always switch it to the backup version, and even though it might not be as powerful, you can still, be fully functional. But as Michael said, it's all about your IT guys. So as long as you get the right company, and if you use some of these tips, it
if I may add, lots of secure backups.
Of course, secure backup.
does anybody else have a question?